Hi everyone, I thought I would give a little bit of insight into where my lesson actually falls in the current unit that I was teaching. This is going to be the culminating project of the entire unit. So I wanted to give a little bit of background as to how the students actually got to this unit before you actually dove into the inner workings of the unit. So this is a life unit where we're going to be starting with the basics of characteristics of life, where students looked at everything that made life similar throughout our planet. That moved on to characteristics of cells being one of the characteristics of life. Then into the inner workings of the cells, learning how the different organelles work and how the cell continues to live. From there, we built further up to body systems, where students didn't really focus too much on any one system in particular, but more focused on the interactions between the systems. How do the systems work together? Why do the systems need each other? And could an organism live without having all the systems? Which then leads us to the nervous system in particular, because what the NGSS, the Next Generation Science Standards, wants to focus on is this stimulus and response system that happens inside of many organisms. So we took a look at the nervous system, where I implemented a bunch of different strategies, including a reaction time lab to help students understand the nervous system. Now, throughout this entire unit, which was about 4 months long, the overarching phenomenon was Lyme disease. And I use this at every single arrow that you see here. I use Lyme disease as a way to actually build a bridge from one section to another. For example, with the characteristics of life, we took a look at, well, how does Lyme disease happen inside of a person, and what sort of interactions need to happen between organisms in order for it to happen. We looked at characteristics of cells and the inner workings of cells, where we looked at the Borrelia burgdorferi bacteria, the actual bacteria that causes Lyme disease, as well as the inner workings of the black-legged tick, the deer tick itself. We then brought that to the body systems, where how the immune system and other body systems might be affected by Lyme disease and by the tick, and then to the nervous system, where we can actually take a look at how the tick actually inhibits our nervous system so that it can actually feed on us without us knowing. By using this overarching phenomenon, I was able to make many different connections between all these different parts of biology, which is a huge subject, and then I was able to bring it all together with this final project.